Hello friends, I'm Akash, and this is your News of the Week for the week of June 4th to June 11th, 2022. I'm Akash Cody, and we have some great stories for you this week. First up, a string of shootings across the United States that have left dozens dead. And next, an update on the situation with gas prices soaring across the United States. And last but not least, an update on COVID-19. So let's begin. A string of shootings over the past few weeks in the United States has led to the deaths of dozens. Shootings in Buffalo, New York, Orange County, California, Chicago, Illinois, Uvalde, Texas, Tulsa, Oklahoma, Centerville, Texas, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Chattanooga, Tennessee, and Smithsburg, Maryland have left a total of 54 dead and 60 injured all in all, with the worst of these attacks being the school shooting in Uvalde, Texas, where 21 people, 19 of whom were young children, like fourth graders, were fatally shot by an 18-year-old gunman. This series of attacks has sparked a debate over gun control once again, with discussions about whether guns should be allowed, to what extent, and with what restrictions. Regarding the Uvalde school shooting, President Biden remarked,
"Another massacre, Uvalde, Texas, an elementary school. As a nation, we have to ask, when in God's name we do what we all know in our gut needs to be done? Where in God's name is our backbone to have the courage to deal with it and stand up to the lobbies? It's a time to turn this pain into action. And may the Lord be near the brokenhearted and save those crushed in spirit, because they're going to need a lot of help. A lot of our prayers. God love you."
He strongly urged the Congress to help pass laws that would restrict the availability of guns that has led to shootings like this and all the other shootings that have happened. And my condolences to all the affected families, and hopefully something like this is never going to happen again. Next, we have an update on the gas prices situation. As some of you will know, soaring gas prices in the United States are at the highest level in decades, with the AAA, the American Automobile Association's national average, going above $5 a gallon for the first time in over 2 decades since they started tracking all of this in 2000. This is the first time the AAA has ever recorded a $5 a gallon price. Although southern states like Texas and Georgia have lower gas prices than the rest of the country, they aren't that far below, like $4.60. And in the West, these numbers are well beyond the $5 mark. California has the most, $6.43. That's way more than $5, and this is just per gallon, so it's quite big. Drivers across the nation are incensed at these prices, and should the numbers keep rising, they will slowly become more and more efficient and creative in trying to save gas. If it keeps going up more than that, they'll be less and less willing to drive their cars in the first place. They'll use other methods of transportation. There's several reasons why this has happened. There's record high inflation, COVID-19 restrictions, and the Russian withdrawal of oil from the international market following its invasion of Ukraine. As Russia pushes from the east and south and bombs major cities in Ukraine, the war seems like it's never going to end. And as sanctions have been forced on Russian supplies, including its oil, this has led to the US just not getting Russian oil anymore, which some analysts say may have contributed to the slow rise of prices over the past few weeks, which has culminated in this $5 a gallon price. And it's not really showing any signs of stopping. Like, many people think that very soon we're gonna see prices nationwide reach an average of $6 or even more. This is a very important crisis, and I really hope it comes to an end. And now we have one last story to visit. COVID-19 update. There's 488,000 cases worldwide. 110,000 of those are in the United States. When it comes to deaths, there's 1,483 worldwide, with just 371 in the United States. But although cases are declining worldwide, they seem to be increasing in the United States. And although the deaths are quite low now, they may even follow the cases and just rise back up soon. And with schools in the USA starting over the next few months, the danger of COVID may become more pronounced than previous. Shanghai has once again gone under lockdown. Yes, that's right. The Chinese lockdown scenario is just keep going on. This time it's for mass COVID testing purposes, where everyone is going to be tested for COVID-19. And if they do get a positive test on that, they're going to be quarantined. This once more disrupts a city that had just gotten out of one of the world's strictest lockdowns. Also, the United States is dropping its COVID-19 test requirement on air travel at midnight on June 12th. The restrictions require that people must test negative for COVID-19 in order to be able to enter the United States. And as the CDC deemed this restriction no longer necessary, this restriction will be lifted, stating that they would reassess this decision after 90 days to see if this restriction should stay or not. And that is all on the COVID-19 update worldwide. Thank you all so much for watching this News of the Week for the week of June 4th to June 11th, 2022. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you soon in another News of the Week. Goodbye.